let's get good. I am the gamer under development, and honestly guys, I've been having some health issues lately, and it's been kind of distracting, so I didn't really have anything planned out to do today. Didn't have anything planned for the Warframe guide, so I decided, why don't we jump back into Mechwarrior 5 and try that mission that I got stuck on last time. Now, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I did try it once before I started the recording because I wanted to see if I had any better chance of completing this, or if we should go back and pick a different mission. And I actually got through it at 59% defense point health in that practice run. But obviously I'm not going to use that. We're going to go through this again on recording, so it'll probably go horribly wrong here, but that's okay. We're going to have fun with it. We're going to have fun with it, and that's what really matters, provided that it actually loads. It should do that soon, though. I'm hoping. Game, please. Game, please. You're on an SSD. I know you're on an SSD. You can run faster than this. And we're not talking like one of them old SATA SSDs either. I'm talking about one of them M2 SSD chip things. There we go. Okay, so I have a different approach that I used when I did my practice run, which was actually, I thought it was a suboptimal approach, like a bad one, but it ended up working out really, really well. And one of the things I did differently is I didn't station one of my larger mechs to just hang still. I had all of them kind of move with me, and it worked pretty well. So I think I'm going to do that this time as well. Let me, oops, not the right key. There we go, battle map. Okay, so what we want to do this time that's a little bit different is we want to approach from the left side of the city. Not the corner side, the left side. I don't know why that actually worked better, but for some reason it what it did was, because I was outrunning my squad, it actually spawned a bunch of the tanks and the smaller units that they start with in the middle of my large mechs, and they just tore it apart. Made a huge, huge difference. So we're gonna try to get it to do that again. And that was just me stumbling through, because I'm in my fire starter right here, so we're going significantly faster than Freeman, Boyles, or Coates. Now, if this works the same way it did last time, it's going to go super well, and that's because it's just going to spawn a couple of tanks in the middle of Freeman, Coates, and Boyles, and they'll just tear them apart, and then we'll circle back around and help them clean up. Then after that, we should get some spawns of mechs and stuff. There is a part halfway through the mission where the enemy mechs spawn on the opposite side of the city from us, and that's when they get in their damage. We went, at that point on the test run, we went from 80% defense target health down to 60% defense target health. And then I literally killed the last mech, the last Marauder, just as it took it from 61% or 60% down to 59. It was such a painful thing, but it is what it is. This was not the right pass to go through here, and I really hope that our allies do not follow me, because they will get stuck in there. Okay. We're actually starting off better than I did on the test run, because on the test run, just for the fun of it, I hit my jump jets and I wrecked my legs pretty early on. Like, I didn't wreck them, but I did damage to the armor on them, and it wasn't ideal. Oh, there is one thing I need to change, though. We have chain fire turned on for our 1, and that's not actually effective here. There we go. That's what we want. We want it does give us a ton of heat, but we want the ability to pinpoint shred legs. That was another thing I started doing just to make sure that we could take the mechs down relatively quickly. We would just pinpoint shred the legs, and it worked out quite well. Roger that, Coates. That's the goal. That's the goal, guys. Finish the mission with as little damage as possible. I like Coates' thinking. Okay, so when I come around this corner, if we're lucky, they'll spawn right in the middle of our larger mechs. Come on. There we go. Did you guys see that? Okay. So they spawned right in the middle of our larger mechs, and we should be able to tear them apart pretty quickly now. They're gone. Okay. I haven't even gotten a chance to, like, get back over here, and we're already shredding them. Is that air support for them that is not... There we go. So that's something I did have to take out with my light here. But first, let's shred the Javelin's legs. Alright, the Javelin is gone. We do have another light mech over here. So this is slightly different than last time. We are kind of more scattered here than I'd like us to be. But it looks like our guys are following up here, and we're just going to keep shooting in on the legs of this. And when we get a chance, we'll go after this air support. Come on, take the legs off the light, and then it's not agile anymore. There we go. Haha, no more running for you, buddy. And while he's down, I'm actually going to start trying to take out some of these other support vehicles here. Okay. Beautiful. Let's see if we can get this air support here.
Kill confirmed.
Beautiful. Are all the mechs down already? They are.
Target acquired.
Alright, air support gone. Let's get this tank.
Destroyed.
One more tank to go, I think, and then we should have... Oh, we already have new spawns coming in. And they spawned right in the middle of the city. Well, that's not good. That is one of the things that I think is kind of... Like, how do they just spawn in the middle of the city? That didn't happen on the last run, and that made a big, big difference for our our ability to actually keep the city safe. When they don't spawn in the middle of the city, it's actually okay. When they do, it's quite a problem. Hey, what's up, Centurion? Let me just tag those legs real quick and then run by you. Yeah, it took a little bit more damage than I would have liked to there, but that's okay. Got another fire starter right here. The goal here is just to shred the legs on this guy. Alright, one leg gone already, and now we're gonna kind of keep moving around, just basically trying to give ourselves enough space to get that other leg. There we go. Oh, I hit a rock. That's not good. How is he still standing? That leg should be gone now. Alright, leg's gone. My center torso is thrashed, though. That's really not good for this early on in the fight. I probably shouldn't have stayed in as tight as I did with that that fire starter there and brawled with him. But I figured we were in a fire starter too, it should be fine, right? I was wrong. I was very wrong. Alright, that guy's down. Our heat is pretty bad right now, and it looks like there's still one of them, like, dead center in the... Two of them dead center in the city. Like, I honestly feel like we just restart now, because them spawning dead center in the city basically means that we can't win. And we did lose a small laser in our center torso. Thankfully, it's just a small. That's really not the biggest deal. I'm much more concerned about the spawn location of these enemies. And I feel like that has a lot to do with where our units were when we went back around and started taking out those support vehicles. Here is the catapult, which is honestly not as big of an issue as I gave it credit for being before. I would much rather take these guys out. Especially since they're in that yeah, this is not going to go well. This is not going to go well. The fact that the bigger mechs spawned inside the city, that's kind of okay though, because what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to draw their fire and give our guys time to cover. Like, as long as our guys can get in while I'm drawing the fire, we're actually kind of alright here. And in the meantime, we will keep working on the legs. I am engaging the hostiles. What do you think I'm doing? I'm out here dancing around, trying not to get blown up. Lady, I'm doing the job. Trust me. Oh, they were just out of range. I should probably turn my arm locks off to help me deal with those guys, to be honest. In the meantime, though, I'm going to work on this catapult here real quick. Let our big boys come in and help me out here. Okay. Hostile mech is down. Beautiful. That's the kind of thing we want to hear. Now I'm going to keep shredding on this catapult here, and the main reason is because I don't want him providing fire support against our larger mechs. I really wish that they would focus fire on the other mech over there, but they seem intent to go after the catapult with me, which isn't actually as helpful as it might seem. Like, I can solo the catapult pretty easily here. Catapult's down. Get the awesome, guys. Everybody on the awesome. Let's go. Get that awesome. Take it out. We have to get back to the other side as quickly as possible. In fact, I'm going to tell everybody to attack the awesome. And then hopefully we can bring this awesome down quickly and get back to the other side, because we know that they did spawn in opposite side of the map, which is always my favorite spawn point for enemies. When the game is just like, did you actually want any chance of defending the point? Here, let us drop them right in the middle of the city, or the opposite side of the map from you, where you can't possibly get there in any kind of timely fashion. Alright, come on guys, get that leg. And he's down, beautiful. Other side, let's go. Last time I did this, I took the shoulders off the catapult and caused the pilot to eject, so I might have been able to take the catapult home. But at this point, it's been so long since I played this, I don't even remember what our salvage looks like on this mission, and I don't care that much. I just want to succeed at the mission at this point. That's all I care about right now, is succeeding the mission. Hello there.
Acquired.
Alright, let's try to get this fire starter. Oh no. Nope, nope, nope. We are going to be moving away here. We're gonna go after the fire starter, but we're not engaging up close like that and playing flamethrower versus lasers. That just didn't work out for us earlier in this fight. It's not gonna work out for us any better right now. At least not without some cover. And by cover, I mean allies in larger mechs to help us grind him down. Alright, get the cicada, guys. Take it out. Take out the cicada, and then all we have left is the last group of enemies that will come in. Alright, here we go. Where are they dropping? I don't see them. I don't see them, and I'm pretty damaged here, so I gotta watch my center torso. But they've got to be on this other side. Got him. Come on, guys. Get in here. Everybody get the Marauder. Let's take the Marauder out right now. Did they just drop another batch of... Oh my god. Are you kidding me? Okay. So, that being said, what we're going to have to do here is we're going to... We already sent everybody after the Marauders. That's fine. Let them do that. I'm going to try to clear the support vessels in our light mech here, just so I can stay out of the fire, so to speak. Hello there. Alright, you're gone now. Beautiful. And then what we'll do is we'll try to get around and get some hits in on them here. F5, because I want to see people's healths. There we go. Yeah, just going after the legs on that Marauder. Oof. Come on, guys. Don't just body tank this.
They just destroyed an apartment complex.
Do not just body tank this, guys. Come on. You leave the body tanking for me. That's my job, is to badly body tank everything. Oh no. I thought I was dead there for a second. I was like, this is it, guys. Oh, ow, that might have been it. Okay. Let's let our guys engage here a little bit more. And I'm gonna try some headshots. Come on, baby, get that head. Okay, so the headshots aren't working, and I've got to get down or I'm gonna lose. Oh, I'm dead. It was going so well, too. It was going so well. Alright, it is what it is. Let's try it again. We got some really unfortunate spawns there, and I took way too much damage early. But as you guys can see, that was still a lot better than the last time, and I think it just has to do with the angle of approach. The fact that the angle of approach designates where the spawns are is probably one of the biggest problems, in my opinion. Like, I get that they're trying to be reactive and allow you to kind of make your own decisions and then spawn enemies in response to that. But the problem with that mentality is that if you do that, and then you, like, spawn behind them and you spawn the enemy forces in the middle of the defense target, that's really, really unfair. Like, there's no chance to even intercept them at that point. They're just there doing damage, and then you have to frantically run over. I will say, though, they didn't do as much damage as I expected when they landed in the city. Like, we were actually kind of okay there, and if I hadn't spent so much time going for headshots right there, I probably would have been fine. We might have even made it to the end. I don't know how many mechs were left, but it wasn't very many. It is fun to play this again, though, and if this wasn't what you were expecting today, then I'm very, very sorry. Like I said, I've had some health stuff going on, and I haven't really had a ton of time to plan what I was going to do today. If I had, I might have done another Warframe guide based on some of the stuff that needs to be done on the new player account there. But this is fun. I'm having fun with it. I hope you guys are having fun with it too. I know we have people that have enjoyed the series on the channel, so this is for all of you folks who I haven't given a MechWarrior in a very long time, and I apologize for that. Okay, come on, load me up. Let's go. Let's go. We're going to complete this mission, guys. We're going to do it. We got so close that time. Like, we had a good percentage. We'd almost... That was the last wave of enemies right there. It's just crazy that it spawns 2 waves of enemies on top of each other like that. And the fact that you're always restricted to 4 mechs while they get, like, 40 is also just... That's rough. That's something that I think this has in common with the recent BattleTech game by Harebrained Schemes. The fact that the drops for you versus the drops for them are so very different is definitely problematic. And I mean, I'm not looking for a straight up fight, but the two drops that came in at the end there on top of each other were rough. Like, that was just really, really rough. And I get that you're supposed to be like an elite mercenary that can handle all the other MechWarrior pilots, but unless those guys, like, didn't graduate primary school, that's a lot of dudes, okay? Just a lot of dudes. Let's go ahead and keep moving here. I'm gonna close in from that left side again. This time I'm not gonna go through that little alcove thing that slowed everyone down. And once we kill the enemies, I'm actually gonna wrap around the far side of the city instead of going the way that we went last time, because when we went the way that we went last time, they spawned right in the middle of the city. If we go around the far side, they spawn opposite city in the corner, to my experience, so we should be able to get to them a little bit easier. It did work out pretty decently, though. I think the biggest mistake I made there was just, like, firefighting with that Firefly. Or not Fire starter. Firefly. What am I doing? That's a whole different thing, man. That's like a TV series that was awesome, but still a different thing. Okay, so you can see our guys are quite a wider distance behind us here, which is not a bad thing. We want them to kind of catch up just as we're spawning the enemies in the middle of them so that they can whittle them down and we can come in and help finish them off, and then we'll wrap around and go hit the other targets. I can't remember why I ended up, like, going back around this way the first time, but that's what I did, and it did cause the spawns to be in a much better place. It almost feels like the spawns spawn to the opposite location of where you are more than where your group is. Yeah, see, so they spawn super far behind me, but right in the middle of my group. Roger, roger, get them, guys.
We have visual on you, Commander.
Oh, they spawned. You see how they spawned pincered in the middle of our units? Like, that feels unfair for them, if I'm being honest.
For the company's sake.
Oh, I forgot to set this back. Okay. Please, game, zoom out. Give me the things. There we go. And he's down.
Target acquired.
Alright, you're next, buddy. How is he this far out? This actually seems problematic to me because of how far out he is. I'm gonna... Alright, I had all of them lock onto that target, and I am gonna go back around to the other side and start clearing out some of these tanks. And I know I said I wasn't gonna go this way, but because we're already taking damage on the city, I don't feel like I have much of a choice. I kinda have to go this way. Alright, that one's down. This time they did spawn... Oh, look at that. They're dropping right in front of me. They're dropping right in front of me, which is kind of nice. I don't know if we actually hit that guy or not. I don't think we did. Yeah, we did not. Alright, he's down. Come on, guys, get in here and help me out. Ooh, he crashed right next to us. I thought that was another, like, support unit, and I was gonna go take it out, but it wasn't. It was the actual mech. Okay, so here I'm actually gonna use this building as cover and just try to whittle his leg, and then I'll obviously try to turn my body and armor roll on him a little bit here so that I don't eat too much damage directly to my armor. And then once he loses attention on me again, oh no, why would you do that? Okay, this is not quite going the way that I'd hoped, because we had our ally walk right in front of us when we were going to take off one of his legs. Not exactly ideal here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Keep twisting. Alright, he's down. Beautiful. We're at 86% here, so this could be kind of going better, but we haven't taken much damage. The enemies are dying relatively quickly. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. We do need to get around to the other side of the city very, very quickly here. I'm going to go around the outside sort of circumference of the rocks, because that will keep me from going through the city and doing even more damage. We're at 84% right now. We do have targets to kill. The biggest one being whatever that mech over there is. Unfortunately, I can't even get a good sight on it. Alright, that's down. Oh, okay. There's another mech right here. Oh gosh, it is a fire starter. That's not good. He's just gonna keep grinding down the health of the city. Nice! Took him out. Beautiful. Okay. Let's go, guys. Got another fire starter right here. Obviously, we don't want to stay close and tango with him, though, because that's just going to cause a bunch of unnecessary damage to us. So what we do want to do is we want to get our guys moving in on him, and we want to be able to make some passes on him, and that's not really going quite the way we'd like. But that did. That went perfectly for what we want. Get that other leg, guys. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And if you look at our health, we're in a really good place. The city's not, but we are. Okay, let's get in here and get this harasser missile platform. Down. Beautiful. Are we still losing health on the defense target? It doesn't look like we are. Alright, got another target right here, another harasser missile platform. That one's dead. We do need to worry about the other side of the city. That seems to be where most of the enemies are, and our guys are basically in the wrong place at the wrong time. Alright, air support down. Let's keep going around here, get this other air support. Yes, I'm aware that you're taking damage. We're on our way to help. We're trying not to go through the city, because if we do, we're just going to damage more stuff. Come on, guys, over here. Tons of targets over here. Let's get them. Got a cicada right here. Not the biggest threat on the enemy side, but something we can probably take down to reduce damage. It does look like we're getting missile hits on the city, which is a problem. That might be the stalker that we know is back here. Or the catapult, rather. I'm just gonna blind fire some lasers to draw attention. Like, this is one of the most useful things that we can do as a light mech, is actually just pull enemy fire. And as long as we can kind of armor roll it so that we don't take too much damage, it will actually protect the city. Now what we need to do here is get these other enemies that are already, I think, in the city limits. Yeah, this catapult, or the cicada here. Oh no, please don't get stuck on the mountain. There we go, we'll get that cicada. And then we'll say what's up to this Battlemaster. Ooh, that was almost real nasty. Alright, so we got everybody mad at us. That's step one. Step two is to actually do something with that. And we're going to try to do that right now. Now that everybody is engaged with us, we should be able to get in and do some actual damage to stuff. What I'd like to do with this catapult is, like I said, if we can disarm it, there's a very strong chance of us being able to take it home with us. Because it has no weapons other than these shoulder weapons. There we go. And this one, because of where we're at positionally, we can actually just lay into it. Because it can't hurt us. There we go. Good, you punch out. You do that. Guys, can we get the ones that are closer to the actual city, please? Can we move in on this guy and on this guy? Yeah, that's what we need to do. The Battlemaster has been pushed back pretty far. Let's go get these other guys. Or not the Battlemaster, but the Awesome. This is the Battlemaster. I'm gonna draw fire from him, which is not gonna be the funnest thing for us to do, but that's okay. Cicada is here as well. Now, if I can, I'd like to position the Cicada between myself and the Battlemaster, so that if the Battlemaster wants to hit me, he has to hit the Cicada first. But that's not really working out quite perfectly here. Cicada is down. Get the Battlemaster, guys. Come on. Get in there. Get that leg. Alright, one leg on the Battlemaster is almost gone. That's one. One more, guys. One more. Battlemaster's down. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So, what we want to do now is we want to come take care of the awesome. Once we clear the awesome, they will spawn on the other side, so I need to be ready to burst run to the other side and draw heat. Like, draw aggro from the enemies. It's actually kind of crazy how, like, we're basically doing aggro control in our light mech. That is our main goal and purpose. Alright, one leg gone on the awesome. Let's go for another one, guys. Come on. Let's go for another leg. He's being smart and shielding that back leg, though. Alright, he is down, and we need to get back right away. Come on, guys. Looks like they're dropping in over here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Get them. Here they are. Let's go. Which target goes down first? The victor? No, I'm going for the lightest target first in my case, and that's mainly because I can't stand around and fight here. I have to actually, like, get in, do some damage, make people angry. That's my job. Make people angry and draw their fire so that we can protect the city. Good job, guys. Good job. Mech has been dispatched is exactly what I want to hear. Alright, taking out that air support. I'm going to come over and grab these tanks while my guys fight the other mechs. Boyles does look like Boyles is taking considerable damage here. There's nothing I can do to protect Boyles at this point. I just hope that she doesn't die. That's my biggest thing, is as long as Boyles doesn't die, we're okay here. Alright, you're next. No damaging the city for you guys. Alright, now we just gotta wrap back around and get these mechs. We are very, very close to the 60% mark. Guys, why are you following me? Please get the targets. Do not... Oh my god. This is part of the problem right here. You guys were engaged with the enemy in a good way. Well, we just missed our first secondary goal, but that's okay. It's okay. This is a sacrifice we're willing to make at this point. If our units had stayed and engaged the targets like they were, we would be fine here, but instead they decided to follow me, even though I didn't issue the order to follow me. Alright, so now the Marauder is shy a leg, and it has to turn around and fight us. And as long as we keep moving here so that they can't really focus fire us, we're in a good... Oh, Boyles, please. Well, at this point, we're just going to hope that Boyles didn't die. Come on, guys. Do something useful here. Help me out. Good. That target's down. You're next. Come on. Come on. There we go. One target left. Get him, guys. In on the victor. Right now. Here's hoping Boyles didn't die. And my heat is critical, so I gotta stop firing. Alright.
Nice work, Commander. There are some very grateful people.
Did she seriously get the Cyclops blown up?
Black Inferno sure does feel good, doesn't it?
Alright.
Sure does.
Alright.
Head to the extraction point.
At this point, I'll take it. Here's hoping Boyles didn't die. If she did, we'll just have to recruit new pilots. I gotta look for some new pilots anyway. This is horrendous. Like, why did they... Why didn't they just stay and fight, guys? Why didn't they just stay and fight? Why did they follow me over to kill support vehicles? That's my job in the light mech. I didn't have them set to follow. So we got a chance to bring back a Jaeger here, but we do not have the salvage for it. Instead, we can take a fire starter. What else can we possibly take? We can take a... Let's sort by value. A Tier 2 PPC. Tier 2 AC5 burst fire is not a bad thing. Couple Tier 3 medium lasers. I might actually take those over the AC5 burst fire. Although we may actually need the AC5 burst fire to pay for things since people decided to get exploded. Okay, this is gonna be expensive. Let's just put it that way. Oh, damage taken 1.8 million. Boyles is dead. Boyles is dead. Boyles got the Cyclops blown up. At this point, I accept it. Let's just keep moving forward. We'll make it up somehow. Medium laser tier 3, quantity 4. Very nice. Okay, so does that put us down too many pilots to actually field 4 mechs? Because I think it might. Ugh. So much damage, guys. So much damage. Oh no, we still have 4. Rubio is just much worse than everybody else. Much worse. So what we're going to end up doing here anyway, because we need to repair, is we're just going to find a local place to go and repair stuff. We are in Merrick space. I want to go to operations and check where we're at with them. We are pretty friendly with Merrick space, which is awesome. They're actually the group we're most friendly with. So what we want to do is we want to find an industrial hub that is within Merrick space here, which is usually attached to these types of little thingy-mabobbers. I don't see one close to us, though, which is interesting in and of itself. There is an industrial hub over there, I know for a fact. Okay, so wait, is that... Yeah. Industrial hub. All of these are industrial hubs. It's all the ones connected by the blue dotted lines. So I'm going to fly us over here. It's going to cost us 250k. That's fine. Oh, we got to speak to Fahad first. Okay. What's up, Fahad? Tell me what's going on.
Boss man. Keeping me and the crew real busy lately. Glad
Okay.
to see the contracts rolling in. Like that. Doing a bloody good job too, gotta say. Just one
Right
thing,
on.
though. You and your fellow pilots might want to dodge the enemy's fire a little bit, alright? We're running triple shifts after some of these jobs. And I know you're doing your level best under the circumstances.
You know what?
I'll do. It ain't easy. All I'm saying is, try to bring the mechs home with all their limbs still attached. That's not too much to ask, is it? No, it isn't, mate. It's pretty bloody reasonable, I think. Well, there you go. Some friendly advice on the house, Gov. Gonna get back to work now. Catch you later.
Hey, Fahad. Hey, Fahad, guess what? Yeah, that's what I got to say to that, Fahad. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Very much needed that advice. Next time I'll try to bring the mech back in one piece, and the pilot. You know, the pilot who chose to make stupid decisions and get themselves killed. Oh, come on, now I gotta go speak to Rihanna. What's Rihanna gonna say? Captain, we've lost a pilot. Maybe you should be careful about the orders you give. Rihanna, I can't help people that cannot help themselves. I swear, if she lectures me about the dead pilot.
Thanks to Spears' people, we now know we're somewhere within Inferno's current sphere of operations. However, we still haven't been able to pinpoint the location of their base.
Okay.
What we have learned is the name of the man who killed your father.
Oh, here we go.
Inferno. Name's Andreas Kane. He was loyal to one of
That
the
dude looks
factories
sick, though. Look at that king crab, y'all. That looks sick.
He was responsible for several massacres as well. Of
Okay.
course, that was before he struck out on his own and set up shop as a mercenary. After that, his trail runs cold. Unfortunately, that means there's a lot we still don't know, like how Inferno became as big as they are, or who their current benefactor is.
Calling it right now, y'all. They got folks from the outer regions funding them.
Tear him and his mech limb from limb.
Oh boy, Mason is real tough, y'all.
Find him first. I've been scanning the comms looking for any.
Look at him standing on top of it, though. That's pretty sick.
10 minutes ago,
That's pretty sick right there.
from a nearby port city. They've come under successive
Look
attacks
at that.
from a mercenary group and are asking for immediate help. Sound familiar?
Sure does.
The distress call had this image embedded in the
Okay.
transmission. It's a map of the city and port. I think it's best if I drop you down here, just outside this farm. You can proceed from there into the main city itself and ensure that it's protected.
I don't want to do this mission right now, I'm gonna be honest.
That's where I'll pick you up.
We just took a lot of losses. We need to do some financial recovery missions.
Sounds good.
All right, get us where we need to go, Commander. I'll keep monitoring the situation.
Roger that.
Don't mind that loud truck in the background. I forgot to close the living room window before I started today. The system has a black market. Interesting. Anything of any note? Not really, like everything there's kind of junk. Okay, can I actually go where I want to go now? Can we do that? Yeah, let's travel right here. This is what we need to do. Thanks. Thank you for that. I know that it was really hard to just let me go where I wanted to go instead of lecturing me about how my mech pilots are kind of dumb and get themselves blown up. Oh, look at that. That's nice. That is a Zeus 6T. Center torso, left torso, left torso, left arm, right arm. So the arm weapons are unappealing. And the center torso and left torso... The large laser in left torso is actually pretty appealing here. But the arm weapons are just not. And then we have a stalker here as well. Just a beefy, beefy boy. I do think we could do something good with the stalker. The biggest problem is that they do still kind of have arms, and they're those pods that are pretty easy to knock off, in my opinion. There is a Black Knight here as well. The Black Knight has pretty much everything in torsos and head, except for a couple of medium lasers, it looks like. Oh no, there's a large laser in the right arm. But that's it. It's like 2 mediums and a large, but he's also got 2 mediums and 2 larges and 2 mediums in the torso, which makes this an excellent, excellent mech as far as like finances go, because we can lose our arms pretty easily and not worry about it. Yeah, that's a pretty cool mech. I'd actually be interested in picking that up. But before we can worry about any of that stuff, we need to go check out the pilots. Okay, that's not where we go. It's not under contracts. Oh, pilot hire. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played this, and I didn't spend a ton of time preparing because of the health stuff I have going on. This guy just looks cool. I just like him because of the way that he looks. His skill cap is actually pretty low, but it's still better than Rubio. This is technically the best available pilot. Captain Garden hails from an undisclosed planet within the Draconis March, and his sole focus was to become a BattleMech pilot. He didn't expect to last this long as a MechWarrior, but nevertheless, Captain Garden has survived long enough to become a respected pilot. He is a steady, safe pilot who can be counted on in most situations. So let's look at his skill caps right here. He has very low projectiles, but he has high lasers, high missiles, high avoidance, and high heat control. Not a ton of armor skills, though. So let's take a look at what we're missing, or rather what we're looking for. Heat control and avoidance would be nice because, well, I mean... yeah, like if you look at the defensive skills, Freeman is actually the best defensive pilot we have. Coates has a 31 skill cap, which isn't that great anyway. I actually think that maybe we want to be picking up Garden and Ross and replacing Coates and Rubio here, or not even necessarily replacing them as much as just not using them anymore. Now the thing that does bother me is I can't look at Boyle's stats since we lost her, and I don't remember what Boyle's focus was. Still, I think that Garden right here is actually really, really solid, minus his low defensive skill here. So he's not perfect, but he's pretty good. Yeah, we'll pick him up for sure. We're gonna hire him. It's going to cost us a pretty penny, though. We'll also hire this guy. It's going to cost us a pretty penny as well, but I'm fine with it. We need to change... I think I want to change the way that we play this going forward, because I may continue doing this on Wednesdays now. And I think we need to start looking at our pilots as more replaceable, because they make very bad decisions, and when they do that, I really don't care anymore. Which might sound terrible, but kind of screw them. Just needs repairs. Lovely. Please repair. Just needs repairs. That's great. We love the just needs repairs. This one actually has some firepower lost. We lost a tier 2 medium laser. Thankfully, we got a couple of those, so that's pretty okay. Or did we? We only have one here, but I could have swore we got like... oh, we got tier 3s. Hey, tier 3s, guys. Do we put tier 3s on this mech? Not entirely sure. We could, but I don't know if we want to. This is the Orion... they're in the arm slots, so I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. Do we have a higher tier PPC? We have an ER PPC, which would be really good to go in the left torso here, but I don't necessarily trust that the pilot will... I mean, okay, let's do this. We give him a tier... no, take this out. Tier 3 PPC in here. I think that's fine. I think that's just fine. That'll give a little more range. It's a slight upgrade, but it is an upgrade in kind of a safe slot. We've already got an AC-20 burst fire tier 4 in the right torso of the Orion, so it's not taking that much of a risk. The reason I don't want to put tier 3s in those is because they're arms, and we all know that the arms are the first thing to go. So then we have a fire starter that is completely destroyed here. And what we want to do with that one is we want to drop it into cold storage first so that we can strip all of its parts, and then we can pull it back out and sell it. Because this is the fire starter that we picked up as a reward, or rather, as our salvage. And I am totally afraid to look at this mech. Well, on the good side, at least we didn't have double heat sinks in it. So let's go over here. We need to put in 4 single heat sinks. We need to put in a new LERM 10. We do actually have a tier 3 LERM 10 to replace that, which is pretty nice. Medium laser tier 2, medium laser tier 2, medium laser tier 3. So what I want to do with the medium lasers, if I can, is I want to put a tier 3 into the torso and maybe some tier 1s on the arm. The main reason for that is just because that way we're not risking, although this is a pretty heavily armored mech. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. Let's do the best we can and go for it. Cut a CERM 4 here. We can go ahead and replace that with hopefully another CERM 4. Yes, we can. Since that's center torso, and center torso is less inclined to get blown up, we'll go ahead and put a CERM 4 tier 3 in there, and then some new LERM ammo here. Ought to just about do it. Yup, and then it's just a matter of repairing everything. Gonna be 67 days before we can use the Cyclops again. But the good news is we're not totally broke. So that's a plus. It's about the only plus we have right now, but it is a plus. So we go into our inventory here. We do have a fire starter that should be completely stripped out that we can sell. Did I not repair my fire starter? I thought I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's go to the market, and we will sell out that stripped out fire starter because we don't need another one. There we go. All right. Back up to 2.8 mil. Not exactly where we want to be. Not enough to buy anything substantial or meaningful. Not enough to grab this rare Zeus, sadly. That is a very, very nice mech, though. I go to the star map here and look around and see there are some more rare mechs on the market. So this is a good place for us to kind of shop for mechs. But what I'd rather do is find a place for us to work on contracts and get paid here. There are a couple of demolition contracts over here that seem pretty nice. There's a Warzone contract, defense contract. I'm not a huge fan of the defense contracts, and we've been doing a lot of the multiple mission operations, and those are pretty lucrative. The biggest problem I have with those, though, is that we really do not have, I feel like, the mech pool to make that work anymore. Like, because that's 3 missions in a row. We don't even have 12 mechs right now. And I'm not sure why. I'm not sure where we're shy one. I guess we could pull the Wolverine out, but I think I ended up banking that because it wasn't particularly useful as far as the slot layout goes. Yeah, let's avoid the multi-missions for right now, and let's instead look for opportunities to work with the... Like, this demolition contract could be pretty good. Especially if we go in with a light and just kind of do the dash bit. I don't know if that'll actually work, though. Because as we've discovered on these higher level demolitions, that isn't always effective. Carbonus is... Intel. Chance of us getting a lot of different kind of nice mechs here. Really would like to pick up a Marauder just because we don't have one and they seem like a lot of fun. Reputation recommended is 9, we're at 10, so this is probably a pretty reasonable mission for us. Although shorter distance is also kind of better here. What about an assassination contract or even a raid contract here? Merc Life border. As long as we get to work for House Merrick here, employing factions, okay, that's what I want. That's what I want right there. The defense, or the difficulty level is right. Let's go here. We're just trying to do some missions to make a little money here. Now, in order for us to make money, we do need to stay relatively damage-free in these contracts. That's kind of the catch-22 to that. I don't think that's going to be too difficult, though. Now, here we have the option. We have a ton of negotiation points with House Merrick, which is nice. Salvage shares, the most we can get is 8. I'll actually take those. Let's go for 2 damage coverage, and the rest give me money. Just give me money. Target standing... change. That is not correct. That is absolutely not correct, but that's okay. 270 tons are our tonnage limits here. The Cyclops is still damaged, so we will not be bringing that. We do want to take Captain Gardner and potentially Captain Ross as well. I think we'll actually drop Coates out and put Ross in. There we go. The Orion is definitely out. Let's go ahead and look at our tonnage limits and see what we can do with that. So the best heavy mech pilot in the squad now is actually me, which would be better if we could set a squad formation, but we can't. So I'm probably still going to end up piloting something pretty light. Choices, choices, choices. I like the quick draw here. Like, maybe I'll take the quick draw out. That's not super light, and I mean, the speed on it isn't anything... Well, actually, the speed's pretty good on the quick draw. 81 kilometers per hour is pretty good. We might go ahead and put our favorite Mr. Freeman into the Jenner. He has a lot of avoidance. That's a good mech for him. For these guys, we really want them in something that's kind of middling, so like tanky, without the opportunity for them to lose a ton of stuff. The Archer can go in our 4th position. I feel like we want either the Thunderbolt here. Thunderbolt has some expensive arm weapons. Not super keen on putting anybody in that. So does the Battlemaster. Oof. The Hunchback. That's my hunch, baby. We don't want to put anybody in that either. You get to pilot the Crab. Congratulations, man. You're gonna like that one, I think. And you are going in the Archer, because you're going to be in the very back. That's going to give us 215 tons. We are well under here, which means we'll probably swap Freeman's Jenner for something a little bit heavier. Question is, what do we give Freeman? I guess the Battlemaster? That puts us pretty close to tonnage. It is entirely terrifying putting Freeman in the Battlemaster. I feel like I might put him in the Crab instead. Let's see what the speeds are like. Speed on this is 64, speed on the Crab is 81. You're getting the Crab, and you're getting the Battlemaster. And I swear to Jeebus, if you get my Battlemaster blown up, I'm going to throw you out the airlock. That's the new deal. If you get a mech blown up, you better die. You better die, because if you don't, I'm going to airlock you. It's as simple as that, guys. It's as simple as that. It's just good business. It's just good business. I can't afford these bad pilots anymore. Okay, let's do it.
Prepare for BattleMech departure.
Let's do it.
Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
You know what's interesting too? Like, I don't remember in the older MechWarrior games ever feeling like I was super dependent upon my squad to help out. Like, I was mostly able to do stuff on my own. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I feel like that's what it was like in the older MechWarrior games. And being so dependent on your squad in this one just doesn't feel right.
Good hunting, everyone.
Okay, so we're in the quick draw. There's our pulses, there's our non-pulses, and then on... Oh my, this is a lavascape. That's not fun. We do see targets over there at the next point already. However, I'm not going to go straight for them because that would be silly, because we would have to go through this chasm thing here, which is not worth. I do not have jump jets, which means I have no way to clear the chasm. Did somebody just take damage, or did I just run through, like, lava rocks? I think I just ran through lava rocks right there. We definitely don't want to end up down in the chasm, because that is a good way to ensure that we get wrecked. Oof. Hello there. Yeah, that probably could have been a better executed move. We're just kind of being assaulted from many sides here, and I'm not happy about it. We're very much surrounded by support vehicles. Right on, Captain Ross. You do your Rossi best. Alright, that thing is gone. Wow, they are just all over us. This is so far not exactly what I'd hoped for it to be. Man, and it's actually super hard to see in this environment. Okay, can I night vision here? Does that help? That actually helps a lot. Alright, there we go. That's a lot better. Okay, now we're doing the damage. There is air support behind me shooting, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it unless I decide to turn around and go for it. Oh, there we go. That'll do it. You guys made a big mistake, and now you get to pay for it. I'm killing all of you. Ooh, a Scorpion light tank with an AC-5. Are you kidding me? Okay, come on guys, kill the support vehicles. They're just a pain. They're literally just here to deal damage to us and whittle us down. I'm almost salty that we even have to bother with them.
Target is down.
Okay, good. Everybody's dead. Let's keep moving. The way that it spawned us on the wrong side of that chasm and then surrounded us, just like stuff like that is frustrating to me. Like, what did our attack units or our attack people on the ship do? Did they just like, well, we looked, sir, and we found the best way to drop you into an ambush, so that's what we're going to do. Like, seriously, Rihanna, you're fired. You're fired. What is this even? Well, sir, you see, there was this giant chasm that we thought we could drop you into an ambush in, so that's what we went for. Right on. Alright, that's gone. Okay, that's gone. Oof. Good job, guys. Good job. Alright, almost headshotted that crab right there. Oh, I just had to turn into allied fire there, but really I just didn't want to be caught on the wrong side of that rock. Alright, keep going, guys. There we go. Taking everything off of this crab. Ooh, my heat is bad. I gotta let myself cool off for a minute before I go back in. Take care of these little turrets so that our guys don't take any extra damage coming in. While we're still letting our heat kind of vent down. And here is the enemy in a catapult. So I'd like to take the weapons off, but it does look like there's some medium lasers on the body and stuff that we're probably not going to get without killing the pilot. Or rather, without blowing up the mech, potentially.
Explosion imminent. Your target is about to crit, Commander.
Okay, heat is critical. I gotta recalibrate what I'm doing here. Okay, he's down. Everybody's in pretty good health so far. Let us keep moving forward here. Where is the next site that is closest? It's gonna be this one over here. Everybody form up. What is the... Hold on, guys. I forgot the key for formation speed. Full stop, max throttle. Where's formation speed? Move at formation speed is G. What a weird key to make that. Okay, let's go, guys. Move at formation speed. Let's do the things.
Target destroyed.
Good job, guys. Good job. Keep the battlefield clear as we close in. That's the goal here. We did a pretty solid job in that first area. If we can do the same kind of work in the next area, I think we'll be fine. Nobody lost parts, nobody took significant damage. As long as we can clear things like the support vehicles very quickly and then go after the bigger mechs, I think we're going to be great here. I'm expecting a turret to be in this location. There we go. So I'm just going to get ready to take that out. Okay, on to the next location. Let's go, guys. We're going back to the other locations here. Now, we're going to go... Actually, we're just going to circle back here, because if we go through this canyon, we're just going to end up having to wrap around. It's basically a trap, and I don't feel like being trapped. So we're going to go around this way, and we should be able to just kind of approach that last area pretty easily here. As long as nobody stays to... Would somebody explain to me why my allies follow me when they are not supposed to follow me, but do not follow me when they are supposed to follow me? Like, I cannot understand the AI logic in this. That last mission, we basically lost Boyles and the secondary objective because they decided to follow me when they should have stayed and fought because they were already engaged. This time, they should have followed me, and instead, they waited to engage a support vehicle which didn't need to be engaged. Come on, guys. Anytime now. I'm gonna go take a nap while our heavies catch up. I gotta get better pilots, guys. I gotta get... If any of you know somebody who's looking for work and knows how to pilot a mech, let me know, because pretty much anybody's gotta be better than these guys. I'm serious. I'm blown away by this. Speaking of which, so it's Garden and Ross, which are our new pilots that are in the back being like complete idiots. Good to know. Good to know. And somebody was telling me, like, you gotta get better pilots, like, you gotta get better skilled pilots, because then the AI pilot's better. And I'm like, I don't know that I buy that, guys. I really don't. I think that's BS. I do think night vision is extremely helpful in this particular biome map. This is the first time I've really felt the need to use night vision, but it's very nice for this map.
Eyes on the primary.
Okay.
Kill them before their friends show up.
Final target. Let's get him.
Target acquired.
We don't actually have eyes on the primary. You want to say we do, but we do not. Okay, so I didn't really take that out with that. Probably could have just saved my missiles for later. Like that. I'm just trying to take this little guy out so he doesn't keep badgering our heavier guys. Okay. And everybody finish off the... No, it's cool, guys. You just do whatever you want. I guess they're just going all in on the actual... Oh no, I just shot my own guy. Alright, maybe I'm the bad pilot after all. Can everybody finish this guy off, please? Just kill him.
New target acquired.
Eliminated.
Alright, twisting. There we go.
Has been neutralized.
There we go. See, that wasn't so hard.
Target showing up as KIA on my score.
Alright, give me an extract.
Now let's pack it in before their friends arrive.
I'm just gonna book it to the extract because I know our guys are gonna be stupid and keep fighting. It's not that far away. Just stay healthy, guys. Just stay healthy. Oh, for a minute I thought they were dropping mechs in front of me. Can you form on me, Garden? Please? You're gonna get wrecked here, and I'm gonna be really pissed if you lose a part. Come on, get me out of here before he gets hurt. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For a second, he was so close to, like, losing a weapon. Okay. We got in, we got out, we ran the mission. Garden and Ross have some definite problems. I may have put a shot into somebody's leg. It happens. Hey, we got a crab out of that. No, we didn't. If there is a mod that anybody knows of that allows you to change the point layout that you can negotiate for with contracts, please let me know, because this is bull. Like, this is just legitimately bull. And I don't know why they did this way, honestly. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. So we'll take the highest value stuff that we can. We do end up getting some new tier 2 medium lasers here, which is nice, because we needed those. Okay. We have one more point to go. I'll put that 1 point into... Sure, a tier 3 small laser seems fine. Gives us a chance to kind of upgrade those things. Total payout was 1.8 million. Total damages were 600,000, some of which was covered by the contract. And our bills were paid, which are not cheap. So we could go ahead and repair right now. We did take a very small amount of damage, though. It's still not very many jumps back to a place where we can reasonably repair. But we will not be repairing in this system. Curiously, we could jump here, but there's probably not docks to repair at there. So that's something to consider as well. I'm almost tempted to go after one of these demo contracts here. What difficulty is this? This is 9. Let's, you know what? We're actually kind of out of time now. So I'm gonna, instead what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump up here and check out what this rare mech is on the market, and we'll make our repairs. That was a really nice recovery mission, though. We did make some good money, and I think now that we have a ton of negotiation points, it'll be easier to do that kind of thing. Oh, it's a Highlander. Hello. Look at that bad boy right there. So right arm is a gauze cannon. Can't go wrong with that. Left arm is a CERM 6. Everything else is torso. Now you're speaking my language. Has a ton of armor, not a ton of firepower, though. Also got an awesome available here. The problem with the awesome is that there is a PPC in the right arm. Left torso is a PPC, right torso is a PPC as well, though. So this could actually be a really, really solid mech. We could just choose not to put anything in the right arm and just load up the torsos with, like, the heaviest we can get, which is probably going to be an ER PPC or something. That could be pretty nice. Trebuchets here are not great. Highlander seems pretty good. I do like it for the value, but I don't actually have that kind of money right now. I honestly can't afford the awesome, so I don't even know why I'm looking at that. Can't blame me for trying, though. Let's go see if there's new pilots to hire, because there could be some better pilots here as well. Captain Becker here seems great. Yeah, I actually like Captain Becker a lot. We're going to pick up Becker, and then we're going to go to our roster, and we're going to cut someone. Probably Rubio. Bye, Rubio. Okay. Gives us some extra pilots to hang around. And then, of course, we're going to do repairs on our BattleMechs here. Should be reasonably cheap and reasonably fast. And the quick draw is actually just a really solid mech. I'm really, really happy with the quick draw, to be honest. Very, very impressed with the performance of this mech, being able to just kind of peel stuff off with those pulse lasers. So, yeah, that's going to be it, I guess, until next Wednesday. If you guys, like I said, if you guys have any knowledge of a mod that will let us get better rewards or better negotiation, do let me know, because the negotiations in this are the only thing that seem really stilted to me. Like, why you have a certain number of negotiation points, but there's a cap on where you can place them, is completely beyond reasoning to me. I don't really get that. I guess you could say that those particular groups are like, we want this much of the salvage, and we're not willing to share anything past that. Which is fine, but it still doesn't make a ton of sense to have this great reputation and be able to negotiate with them, but not really be able to negotiate with them. Anyways, that's going to be it for this one, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did, and I will see you next time. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!